everybody! Jason here from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, streaming on Treaty 7 land, home of the Blackfoot Confederacy, the Tsuut'ina Nation, and the Stoney Nakoda Nation, along with the Métis Nation of Alberta Region 3. Welcome back to Raid the Arcade, New Game Plus. This is a stream for Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. If you want to play games with little kids, go to www.extra-life.org. There you can sign up for free and start collecting pledges from your friends, family, and co-workers. They'll all go towards your local children's hospital, and then you get to play games for 24 hours. Game day this year is November 2nd, but fundraising goes all year round. X5 started over 15 years ago and has since raised over $100 million for children's hospitals across Canada and the US, and over $11 million was raised in 2022 alone, all raised by gamers just like you. I'm playing games to help raise money and awareness for the Alberta Children's Hospital here in Calgary that helps over 100,000 sick and injured children each year. I've been part of Extra Life for 12 years now, and it's a great way to have a lot of fun by doing a lot of good. And you can donate in links below or in my pinned posts on Twitter, Facebook, and in Mastodon. In 2022, over $216,000 was raised for the Alberta Children's Hospital through Extra Life. It was all done by gamers across Alberta and all over the world. You can also join the fun and help out because kids can't wait. And now by giving back, you can game on. If you are one of the first 1,000 Extra Life Platinum participants to raise $2,000 US in 2024, you will unlock your very own custom Extra Life controller for the console of your choice, courtesy of our friends at Controller Chaos. These controllers will go fast, so get your fundraising going now. So, if you'd like to learn more about Extra Life, the custom controllers, or if you'd like to sign up yourself, go to www.extra-life.org. Okay, well, it's Monday night, 10 p.m., time to party. Thanks again tuning in tonight for the next hour here on Raid the Arcade New Game Plus, where tonight I will be continuing my playthrough of Final Fantasy XVI. So let's just dive right back on in. Okay, so a brief recap as to where we are in the storyline and where I left off Friday. Yes, Hugo Kupka is dead. I made sure of that, and right now we're just helping gather all the materials for Mid to build her airship, the Enterprise, and that means that in order to get these bits of the materials,
can never tell.
And that means in order to complete this part of the quest line, I'm just going to go shopping with Jill.
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished. They sell everything here at the market. Finding garlic and pepio nuts won't take long.
Okay, we're getting some garlic.
Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in the bushel.
Well, vampires have been known to pop up from time to time in the games.
Fresh cuts. Come and get them before they're gone.
You haven't much, but you're free to look.
Okay, so let's see. What do we got here? Oh, garlic. Key item. Let's see, elementary. It's how do you pronounce that? Elementary allium is our hallmark of classical Sambraquois cuisine. So much so that it is a tradition for the Emperor to award honorary titles to those responsible for supervising their cultivation and preparation in the White Worm Castle kitchens. The so-called Garlic Knight among them. Oh, I see. Okay, this has got to be an inside joke. Okay, instead of onion knights, we now have garlic knights. Oh, I see what you did there. Square. I saw what you did.
I hope it's to your liking. Ah, yes.
And meantime, I'll just stock my
I trust it's all here.
Let's see. Do we have any more items, anything of that here that can be sold? Like any pill bugs or anything like that, or goblin coins or anything here that I can anything here I could ditch. Oh.
Good day.
Guess I already did. Okay, now the pepio nuts.
There's talk that the Glassgate flood has finally spread to the worm.
But that'd mean half of Oriflamme's under ether.
What do you want?
Yes, I will have some pepio nuts, good storekeep. The edible fruit of the pepio plant is prized by chocobo breeders, although the superstition that it lends a stud bird additional stamina seems quite largely unfounding on its flush and swollen form than any quantifiable results. Okay, let's just...
If that's what you want. Thanks for nothing.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled. I won't have you spoiling another catch.
Did you find everything?
I did. Here.
And let's hand them all over. Conveniently off panel.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while? Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh.
You all right?
Sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive. Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
Yeah, it just goes to show, even in this brutal world, there's something to be said for just getting some basic everyday chores done. What say you, boy?
Get it, boy.
Here, got a piece of sausage for you. Okay, so looks like the next thing to do here in the quest chain is to Go speak with her. Go speak with Tomes. And through the magic of fast travel and the power of the PlayStation 5, we will be here in mere moments.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Moon dew. Oh yeah, almost sounds like something that you'd brew. And let's not say any more about that. It's moonshine. I'm alluding to he's making moonshine.
Welcome back. I hope you two had fun while I was busy helping Hippocrates.
Yeah, Clive. Hippocrates has all the ingredients. We were just waiting for you.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Okay, and some more valuables that can be traded for Gil.
Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Okay, let's go talk to our resident mad scientist. See anything new for me to pick up around here? Nope, doesn't. Nope, doesn't look at it.
Thanks to Sid, the man who hurt your mother and father is gone. I'm sure they're looking down on us now and smiling. I'm smiling too.
I went up to give some breeze to the drum.
Yeah, the hideaway is still a bit of a maze, but gradually learning my way through.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
Okay, I keep forgetting that you can pause the cinema scenes. Okay, it's 10:15 here in Calgary, so you're watching me play Final Fantasy XVI as part of Raid the Arcade New Game Plus. This is a stream for Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. Do you want to play games and heal kids? Go to www.extra-life.org.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
If there's no trophy called Precision Walloping, I'm going to be sorely disappointed. Sometime later.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
I got to do these quests 3 more times.
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Really? That's a ship. Let's sail it around the lake.
It's not that kind of ship. Here, let's see. Let's just see if I can get a better look at the displacement engine from up here. Yeah, I can't jump on top of stuff around here. Let's see if I can. I'm Sid. I own the joint.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build? Yeah. He said it was some sort of chimney stack. Must be quite a fireplace.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh, new side quest. Let's see. Where's the side quest? Where's the side quest? Let's see. Okay, okay. It looks like it's there in my quarters. Okay, I'll just snip by there first. Yep, time for a side trip.
Crack the crystal too. You're joking.
It's no joke. Drake's fang is gone. There's nothing left but a crater.
And you're welcome. Okay. Oh, well, looks like there's a couple here about Blackthorn. Cheers for your help dragging Blackthorn out of the dumps the other day. Thing is, I reckon he's gone and thrown himself back in, judging by the droop of his jowls lately. So I'm thinking maybe it wasn't just the leather that was on his mind. Maybe there's some other demons jamming their pitchforks into his privates. I know you're a busy bloke, but next time you find yourself free, maybe we can go and ask the old bastard what's got him so hot and bothered. Assuming he's not just the forge. August. Okay, let's do that.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
Okay. Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. Clive, something ain't right with that hound of yours. Uh-oh. And it pleases your lordship, because blow me a visit at the toll. Right.
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
Okay, and one more one. Here called Off the Record. Oh, the penny is miner! Bleep bloop! Trophy earned! I was thumbing through the hideaway ledgers at Otto's behest and might have come across something that might need your attention, maybe, but that'd be immediately. You know where I'll be.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Okay, this quest should be right up my alley because by day I'm a staff accountant at a small public accounting firm and I'm a charity game streamer by night. So, yep, this one will be right up my alley. Okay, but in the meantime, let's see. Let's actually do that one first. It's actually, well, looks like look, she's now all got her own side quest as well. Okay, let's...
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Is that you done then? Mid's not roped you into building the rest of the boat, has she?
Not just yet. Okay, go. What you got?
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto might be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen. I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it's maybe my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. Zero, you might say.
Let's get accounting!
I'm it out, I swear, but it's going to take some time, and I'm going to need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each.
I better get side quested.
That's the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see. And, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility. And it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are.
A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? I'm sorry to drag you into this, Master Clive. It's just I couldn't think who else to ask, and you're always so willing to help everyone. Anything catch your eye? Always something in there.
Okay, let's just let's just give a little bit of priority to this this quest here. Here it is. I'll just prioritize this one. Okay, well, now it's time to let's do some literal payback. But first, it's coming up to 10:30 here in Calgary, so this is a good place for a station break. So, you're watching me play Final Fantasy XVI as part of Raid the Arcade New Game Plus. This is a stream for Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. Do you want to play games with Neil Kids? Go to www.extra-life.org. There you can sign up for free and start collecting pledges from your friends, family, and coworkers. They'll go towards your local children's hospital, and then you get to play games for 24 hours. Game day this year is November 2nd, but fundraising goes all year round. Extra Life started over 15 years ago. Since raised over $100 million for children's hospitals across Canada and the US, and over $11 million was raised in 2022 alone, all raised by gamers just like you. I'm playing games to help raise money and awareness for the Alberta Children's Hospital here in Calgary that helps over 100,000 sick and injured children each year. I've been part of Extra Life for 12 years now, and it's a great way to have a lot of fun by doing a lot of good. And you can donate in the links below or my pinned posts on Twitter, Facebook, and Mastodon. In 2022, over $216,000 is raised for the Alberta Children's Hospital through Extra Life. It was all done by gamers across Alberta and all over the world. You can also join in the fun and help out because kids can't wait. And now by giving back, you can game on. If you are one of the first 1,000 Extra Life Platinum participants to raise $2,000 US in 2024, you will unlock your very own custom Extra Life controller for the console of your choice, courtesy of our friends at Controller Chaos. These controllers will go fast, so get your fundraising going now. So if you'd like to learn more about Extra Life, the custom controllers, or if you'd like to sign up yourself, go to www.extra-life.org. Or, once again, if you'd like to help my fundraising to help the kids at the Alberta Children's Hospital, I just dropped my link in Twitch chat. Every dollar helps, every share helps. Okay, now let's see if there's anything behind that phrase, neither a borrower or a lender be in Final Fantasy XVI, right here on Radio the Arcade New Game Plus. But first, this word from Extra Life Canada.
Why I Extra Life? I Extra Life to make a difference. Through Extra Life, we're able to bring in thousands upon thousands of dollars for our hospital foundation. When we raise money for the kids, like our champion kid Nico, we're able to make a difference in their lives by being able to have a facility where they're able to get the treatment they need in our own province.
You sign up online, you pick the hospital you're going to support, raise money for family, friends, neighbors, coworkers, etc., and then play games.
You can go to extra-life.org for all the information you need to sign up and start doing Extra Life yourself.
It's just fun to do it. You can build such a community with friends, like some of my lifelong friends I've met through Extra Life United and stuff like that. Whether you do a big production or a small little game night at your house, there's so many options and so many ways to do it that it's accessible to everyone. It's a great community. Everyone's in it for the same reason. They're all playing in support of kids' health or playing games for kids that may not be able to.
Doesn't matter if you fundraise $10, $100, or $1,000. Every dollar really does help.
You don't have to be the most hardcore of gamers to get involved. If playing games is something you enjoy doing, and it's something that you're already doing, Extra Life is the way to take it, embrace that fun, and do something more than what you could do yourself. Be proactive, jump at it through Facebook, through extra-life.org. Reach out to your local hospital. They'll know more. Hop onto the Extra Life Discord. Find local gamers. If your hospital doesn't have a guild, get out there, form one, and just keep going.
And we're back with Final Fantasy XVI right here on Radio the Arcade New Game Plus. Okay, well now it's time to literally deliver some payback. So let's just take a quick look here on the map, and let's see. Oh wait a minute, yeah, that's right. There was another quest that I should have picked up as well. And it's just that with my luck, a lot of these quests do stack on top of each other. So. Oh. Never been here before. Boom. Ha. Might as well get all the subquests and go on all these. Yeah, let's get all the subquests and so that way we can stack them all at once.
Well, that's it then. I'm buggered. Here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother. if you were mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit it is. Bung in a solution you want splitting, and it will separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me out.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. All right. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
If you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame isn't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you kindly. And a good hunting, eh?
Weird science.
I've tried to find a supplier for this stuff, but it's rare as Chocobo's teeth. Either someone brings down a Bomb King and picks up the ash, or... I don't know. You wait for one to snuff it of old age?
Well, there's one possible way to do it. Okay, so in any case, so let's deliver these loan payments first. Here at Martha's Rest. Okay, dramatic entrance. Dramatic entrance.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
Okay, the Star Ruby. One of 3 brilliant gemstones acquired and set aside by Cid for a rainy day. Otto now deems that day to have arrived and wishes to use the rubies to pay off 3 outstanding debts to Lady Sharon, Martha's Rest, and Isabel of the Vale.
A Star Ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again.
Can I split this ruby
Anyway,
in half?
Why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again.
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement, and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do.
Okay, so now let's deliver the Star Ruby to Isabel. Where? All the way right back here in Northreach.
There's talk that the Glassgate flood has finally spread to the world.
And there it is.
Citizens are free to come and go as they please. Checkpoint's open to all. You'll find little beyond Northreach, though. When the throne moved south, most with any sense followed.
Thank you very much, good sirs. I will be on my way.
Did you hear? The gates to Heaven Hall in the Eyrie were breached by someone. Or something. The steward was in town earlier looking for men to come and repair it. But no one was keen to help.
Just listening in on the town gossip.
I want to see you again tonight. But the captain's late with our pay.
It's all right. I'll be waiting.
What am I going to do without Sweetwater and Olive Talc?
Still no caravan from the Dominion's perfumeries yet, then?
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion.
A Star Ruby.
Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the Hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that. Go will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
Okay, let's see how well our very bad bookkeeper did with delivering the
told me she was
payment.
building a ship.
Ah, he's still here.
Good. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Oh, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
Okay, take the final star ruby to Sharon. Okay, and it's 10:46 here in Calgary. So you're watching me play Final Fantasy XVI as part of Raid the Arcade New Game Plus. This is a stream for Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. Do you want to play games and heal kids? Go to www.extra-life.org. Okay, what have you got for bomb signings? Are you in the hunt for a Bomb King, Kupo? If so, I have a billet that might interest you. Ah, there it is. Okay, Bomb King. A Cursebreaker aiming for the Imperial chase took a wrong turn into a nearby wood. Within, she discovered the ruins of a fallen airship, and within them a beast akin to a great ball of fire that chased her screaming from the grove. The soldier later identified the creature in an almanac of echoes, but was firm in her insistence that the bomb she saw was 10 times this one, the one depicted therein. He's located in the Croc in Sanbrec.
Lady Karen, Goad tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not.
Then we have a deal.
Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass beyond that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledges are square.
Right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... oh, forget where. And having nothing better to do on the long nights, we set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him, forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
Oh, flashback time.
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather goat were at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
And here I thought this would all just be a bookkeeping simulator. Okay, Sid's goblet, a curiosity. According to Otto, Sid never once washed his goblet despite using it every day for both wine and small beer. I wouldn't have it said I'm a poor host, despite in Clive's chambers. Oh yeah, I already did this one. Okay, just that you've got your quest marker above you, so I'm kind of taking that a bit too literally. Okay, so let's see then. Actually, this looks like this is actually a good point to actually wrap things up for the evening. So, you've been watching me play Final Fantasy XVI as part of Raid the Arcade, New Game Plus. This was a stream for Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. Do you want to play games and heal kids? Go to www.extra-life.org. There you can sign up for free and start collecting pledges from your friends, family, and co-workers. It all go towards your local children's hospital, and then you get to play games for 24 hours. Game day this year is November 2nd, but fundraising goes all year round. X-Life started over 15 years ago and has since raised over $100 million for children's hospitals across Canada and US, and over $11 million was raised in 2022 alone, all raised by gamers just like you. I'm playing games to help raise money and awareness for the Alberta Children's Hospital here in Calgary that helps over 100,000 sick and injured children each year. I've been part of X-Life for 12 years now. It's a great way to have a lot of fun by doing a lot of good. And you can donate the links below or my pinned posts on Twitter, Facebook, and Mastodon. In 2022, over $216,000 was raised for the Alberta Children's Hospital through Extra Life. It was all done by gamers across Alberta and all over the world. You can also join in the fun and help out because kids can't wait. And now by giving back, you can game on. If you are one of the first 1,000 X-Life Platinum participants to raise $2,000 US in 2024, you will unlock your very own custom X-Life controller for the console of your choice, courtesy of our friends at Controller Chaos. These controllers will go fast, so get your fundraising going now. So if you'd like to learn more about Extra Life, the custom controllers, or if you'd like to sign up yourself, go to www.extra-life.org. Or once again, if you'd like to help me in my fundraising to help the kids at the Alberta Children's Hospital, I just dropped my link into Twitch chat. Every dollar helps, every share helps. Well, thanks again for tuning in for tonight's installment of Raid the Arcade New Game Plus as I continue my playthrough of Final Fantasy XVI. I'll be back Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Mountain Time. Again, thank you so much for tuning in and for your and for all your donations over the years, because as always, kids can't wait. Good night, everybody.